Okay, so for today's deep dive, we're looking at this piece. It's called, hang on, Acquisition de Nouveaux Clients Initiatives. Bit of a mouthful, right?
Definitely not your average headline.
But hey, it's in French, so like automatically makes it sound more, I don't know, exclusive.
Right. Like we've got some secret knowledge here.
Exactly. But seriously, even with the translation, the core idea is super relevant for, well, anyone in B2B sales, really. It's all about how, the whole digital shift is changing how we get clients.
Yeah, and this isn't just another one of those make sure your LinkedIn profile is up to date kind of
Oh,
things.
absolutely not.
What's really interesting here is how much emphasis they put on early engagement.
And how tricky that's become. I mean, seriously, everyone's drowning in information these days. Nobody wants to be cold called.
Yeah. It's like you practically have to be a mind reader. Like, how do you know when someone's just starting to realize they have a problem you can solve?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
And the author of this piece, they're saying that's where LinkedIn comes in, big time.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Think about it. They say 6 out of 10 people on a typical B2B project team, they're likely on LinkedIn already.
Wow, 6 out of 10, that's huge.
It is, yeah. So if you or someone at your company is positioned as an expert,
You're already on their radar before they even start officially looking for solutions.
precisely, it's not just about like throwing ads at them.
It's about the content you're putting out there, the way you're engaging in conversations, building that image of like, I know what I'm talking about.
Exactly. They even use this analogy. Remember how companies used to give out CDs at conferences and stuff?
Oh yeah, I've still got a drawer full of those.
Right. And now they've just switched to doing the same thing digitally.
Hmm.
PDFs, slide decks, whatever.
Hmm.
But it's the same approach, just pushing info at people.
Instead of like pulling them in,
Exactly.
which is, I think, what the author is getting at with this Ignite methodology they mentioned.
Yeah, from the excerpts we have, it seems like a whole system for how to like proactively engage on LinkedIn.
It really makes you think, are you just on LinkedIn or are you actively building a presence that's going to attract the right people?
It's like leaving a trail of breadcrumbs. Right. But each crumb is a piece of valuable insight that leads them to you.
I like that.
So the key takeaway here, for anyone listening, is this. Are you the go-to source in your niche? Like, imagine someone's just starting to research solutions in your field.
Right. They're on LinkedIn, maybe doing a little digging.
And because you've been consistently sharing great content, joining relevant discussions,
You become a part of their decision-making journey right from the get-go.
they come to you not because you interrupted them with some sales pitch, but because you've been demonstrating your expertise.
Because you've been building that relationship.
Yes, this piece, it's like a reminder. Your LinkedIn presence isn't just a profile. It's a platform.
For building those connections.
Exactly.
Like the difference between like seeing a billboard on the highway.
And having a friend recommend a great restaurant.
Yes. One's disruptive the other. It's like you're already part of the experience.
Yeah. This piece, it really does make you reevaluate, doesn't it? How you're approaching LinkedIn, the whole thing.
It really does. Now, here's something to think about. The author, they use this visual metaphor, a CD and a phone, right? And they're saying, ideally, it would be a vinyl record and a phone to symbolize this bridge between old and new ways of doing B2B sales. So my question for you is, what visual metaphor would best represent your approach to LinkedIn?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Something for our listeners to think about, too. Thanks for diving into this with me today.
My pleasure. Always good to chat.